Minor, Ebekoswa Kwama Ghana for Fix the Country as a name is still there. Whoever wants to,
you know, is the group there?
There is nothing like Fix the Country, a group.
No, I knew
it's just a hashtag.
A collection of the Abrams, the Janus, the Smarts, the Okatakyie, that collection. Ghana for Webriche, my name is Natchene Jonas Kamohua.
Now,
that collection.
Okay, so what people don't know, they say Fix the Country. Captain Smart, Avram Moshe, couple of other people. I call them.
Okay.
In fact, Mena initially menka the hashtag. Though Ohe me happy FM desa, the bia me bo and Kofuachi to do the right thing in this country. But me tena se dwene hu say the political terrain we have in this country. Say ye tena se Emma Mranche and Mamba one day Facebook no or mo ye Fix the Country ye call demonstrations. Say ye tena se ni ankosom and pushy amaman for no bebre no am street am ya meki a loud message to the government. Omo be sere Mranche and Mamba one. So me Oliver Baka Vomao and they contacted me said they want me to be a part of it. But initially they were a bit incoherent with the way they were doing things. Where could Jenagata one were chat? Oliver said, I want us to have a meeting before I can be part because I want a clear-cut direction as to what exactly we are doing as a people. Okay. So I had a meeting with Oliver, Felicity, quite a few other people over Zoom meeting. No, Omokachere said this is what they want to do. I also suggested quite a few things to them. Now you one I'm a far phone, I'm afraid Captain Smart. Now Jack. I didn't know I'm ranting about 1 year any idea me no me and Debbie I can once over the years on radio and TV. Now the time I scam work out when say Debbie I multi radio so eat TV so Montin see a Montanian Ray. I see the Wutia see a Monti Usuradia, Metia means so be an Captain, and Brasso see a Betia see a Montania could come. You I'm a far phone, I'm afraid. Avram Bemush, and I'm Zabram. Over the years, you have been opening the eyes of the people, but you don't have a destination for them. Who be a man for Najim, you are emancipating them from the shackles of colonialism, remnants of colonialism, which is the Bible and Quran. But you don't have a destination for them. So I'm for who follow worship and also become when you enter to go consider Ghana and penny for every single for a conjugal show them bompa baba you know a Juma woman tia Okodu America or Juma Bakumi and so nya kwai nkwa sore. Eti for mo bra ne enter to kokos yembe odi ye man ye na Abraham meka ho. Abraham gina ho na me fa phone frɛ eye Ernesto Yeboa. Say Ernesto, I want us to have a meeting so all of us can put our hands to the wheel. So I called these people, including Kwame Plus, one of the mechanics, right away. He said he was not going to be a part of it.
And am I reason? Yeah.
In fact, the reason, you know, eventually, Ernesto Yeboah proving right. Because the reason you're the man say this is a case where when we come together wanting to fight for a cause, certain people have parochial interest, wanting to put their name and face out there rather than maybe a collective good. It was China by or the TPP ba or followership. By Captain Smart or followership. Obo when you followership will be other. It be a nipa 14 being a check or quarter or mapem within a cheer. By any and nipa domonwanga said the chia or China was our Kujina baby. I say I dear no baby. And tell Penny and Paddy or Kayano. Anna and Nestor Yeboah Bear last year, getting to the end of the year. So that is what Fix the Country really was for. But for me, the fight still continues. I have a platform. Every now and then I am putting leadership on their toes. Obekaya, 2016, I campaigned vigorously for Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Not because I'm MPP. Yes, I was born in an MPP home. But because I believed Ghana needed two things. One, somebody to sanitize the system and somebody to arrange the economy. And we had two candidates. That is Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia. One was a disciplinarian. And he said, we sanitizer system. Said, the Damparia sanitizer system. Now, no sanitizer system, new year. Dr. Bawumia showed the system. No, she economics, yes, what? Maybe me who know. It's in name, Madame Megan said, good. So I may say, Bowo to just say, ta. A baby or baby should be ready. So some of us will be there to fight for the people.
With your MPP background, Waka say na Ukraine na Addo nsu our campaign platform so.
Captain Smart in the casa nyame.
Okay. Okay, because when we say Abronya reactor say that is not true.
And I make us a Captain Smart in the casa 2016 Omoko Mori, the biggest youth conference a year in Mori. I was the MC at the biggest youth conference. Yakwa Denta Street Carnival, I was the MC. 2016, all the campaign adverts MPP did. Kofi Adoma, I was the face of the MPP campaign. All the voice, Kobusa Oboshi Sai Kofi, Kobusa Kwesi Adoma of GTA, all the voice adverts, our Moye Ye, Kobusa Periokujeto, I was the voice behind 2016. Advert or Moye Yena. And I wasn't paid a penny. Ogoka Womozi, Akufo Dubai, na wupi bibi niyema wona abuafu. I have dared the MPP, the rank and file from the beginning to the last person say. Akufo Dubai from 2016 besi na make Afrifa do say me declare aba ne office say me pe position A position B. Omo fa metro abonte. Because I haven't done anything like that. I don't need a position in any government. And me Majumane say I will be a watchdog performing the oversight responsibility of the government. How then do I get a position? Said yeah, the Union Kwame Sefaka ne Paula do much remo akojeje board chairman ne board chair ne wan kwesi free mo Jefferson Seki mo Majumane say behwa aban so. Na say bi odo nsa question no aban ne feed or how can you buy the hand that feeds you? So me nko obi aho. That is why I have the moral temerity. I have moral diligence me catch aban said yeah wo ye ne say bi yensim hu intijai.
Okay, so two quick questions. First one kura na nado nsuo da.
First one, Nanado no Osha say 1998. Na me wo bomfa chiase DA primary. So how could I have actually me kura ni nsuo baby ya? Captain Smart ne make his statement.
Okay, okay. And two, you have a problem with journalists or J position ewa aban to serve. You have a problem with
you are supposed to be a watchdog for the people. We a journalist. What you man say eye osono ene akura entemu agudie ane yedie. Ghana yese ye the 1992 amamra na eye adwuma. Amamra ne say you do every 4 years yen konkoto oba which the universal adult suffrage. Eye Ghana ye tumi nyina no Kofi Adoma ukura tumi ni bi mekura bi ma me akosu abene wa kura bi obi akura bi. Ame ya chichiri tumi no nyina na ye de ama nipa baako. Say ne wo ne pese ye de tumi no ma na ahwe so. Now we are nipa ne se tumi no amodi ama me no ensome monsa ama misika nka ho na me fa mom ho bra eye social contract in the nipa no ene se nipa no ewo enipa dodo ne do mutumi ama wo wajeji wo mo taxes also de kobo wo ho bra. Okay, so again in return social contract ne de yesa da sani no ono na gi etumi no ne yesika no eye ne se wo be ma ye social amenities be ma abrabo aye easy ama ye ya kwan ye nsuo ye hospital ye bibia no a wono nenimu ye no ose ye fama no se bi owu fi animu se ye ka se ye makwan a anka obetimi de cement afra anua kakra na de agu ho se de be ye ho nse ye na nso aban se sa kwan no meji mutu meji musika wi a wontimi nkonko ye me an be ba be ye amamo afa du ba bi a ye de etumi ne sika ne ye mo mu wi a no ma be ye demigods wo ye so omo nya adwuma no. Now the journalist is supposed to represent the people, putting government on its toes to do the right thing. So in return, the journalist is actually the watchdog for the people. Unfortunately, journalists in this country, including a senior journalist, have become a guard dogs for the politicians. So rather, they are preventing the people from telling the government the right thing to do. I cannot be a part of such system. Let's say. You see, journalism, you man acquire say Roman asofudie. Roman asofudie, we say yenwa die ni mu. We Roman asofo yenwa meboa. It dey bia na asofo ahye white. It is a kobasa okon krado na se obedwam a ye de tetachiri ana eye. Etika kwa bi so no ye journalist na say bi oye etie obi e ka na nso ye ni ba bi obi e belong to. It is a opasa obu aban bi kura no a the impunity of it is say obi atimi anya akukuduro etimi ye journalism sa akọji position no to horse still other so ye journalist. This cannot be a system that will help the people. So I believe so if you want to be a journalist, be a journalist. If you want to go into government, there is nothing that stops you. Drop the journalism position and move to government.
It is if I can she resign.
Oh, be men am go can just if now in any case, say been previous and yes see money position kuranwa. That's a near what we are say over 25 years in here. Oh sorry, no pebia but not the same place in the year of our Lord, in the year of our Lord. Now they won't come and rant and soon to me the year of our Lord in the Tinye position no gra say for why be one call the next step say for kind to intelligence and in fact why good material okostandi MP ni bi maye a ye kwere ba kobo na mena wi nti in the year of our Lord ko onshore na mrantie no so emra why be ache e di asema
na Paul
admo chere o mu nyina mfiri mu na nkrofo mra bi o mai so say che mensa bo so di asema ade
o mai say why
o say che mensa bo so tamu ameme wo osuame me na nefia bottomati osuame na me ko St George's International be free block B ko St George's International me to one say che mensa bo so ebe pe abato 1996 na mo ho 2000 na mo ho ebe sinde me na nefia bottom awu kwakuntu awu wo munyina awu ko say che mensa bo so da so to so say the was a record and said the next election ye mo mu ko on post we nyansa be do na don ko na adwene wo tri. He has become so rusty to the point that Okasada and Security Mo say inkinim. Oh, they mentioned it. Sefa kind of poor mo omonko na sese ma won say poor ya de or the mranche no maba we bitim betre na the show no so watch mo. One the ya de kakra ba still our position na one sorry na obi foforo mra me nyom ko na betimi ya journalism.
Into board chair no so conflicting say in
any case, how can we sit in a country Kofi na the whole Ghana airport in airport in yes Paul Admochre na nko board chairman not just a board member of the airport company. It's Paul Admochre policy direction. He is supposed to board chairman adwene and ye dibu sebio company no on the mitri ene yeti ya ye nya obi akurum ha akufo ado peso wo kire me se enkrofo mo sua de aviation mu papa a wo munnim mo makwada de munnim aviation mu nsem wa tibi anya obi a na anya board chairman obetimi direct the policies of Ghana airport companies aside journalist Paul Admochre so we find so one because akufo ado otiwe de wo pe ene se obegbo agene so na no de wa wai kakra ma enye ne sa anketi kumu asei National Youth Authority, why you board chairman? The prophet, a year. Because when the prophet, you didn't hear Nakoto on a board chairman.
The prophet,
Lady one Kusibuafo, Kusibuatin. Kusibuatin. Yet to come say, so bet me, yeah, unemployment is the canker of the Ghanaian society, which 62% of the youth representing the youth in this country. We have about 68 dependency ratio in this country. Nipa womote nipa so depending on others, you be 68% of 30.8 million people. Now, so would you be about policy formulation and direction of a National Youth Authority? A creative numa ama branch and about when be a obi asebio ni kunu ye sofo ye lady o preacher sorry dem a sebio hair nail kwa wontimi mie bi. We cannot run a country like that. We should be serious.
Do you have a background to Omunyina? Paul might have some knowledge and maybe our officer on Fitano. Mami, Mrs. Boaf. And so for Nedini, so for Edin and Pesamekai.
Kusibuatin. Many
if they qualify.
Lydia, there were competent hands in this country. Omobi enyuma including was Kwame despite mu a on record. Ma me track record in creating jobs and say.
I think you despite mo.
Menka say, ba me say enkofo bi enyuma say sofo kura na peso lead e ma sofo betina ho a. Bodi nyame chati kom ha ye nyina ye hunu de wo ye. E na anu kura wo say na asore ba bia eso onya adwuma ye enti akofa Uber cars e de abase obi ame. The woman should show us the track record of creating jobs and nunti ono na eba be policy formulation and direction for the youth of this country. We should get serious. Paul Admochre, he can go and be his board chairman and leave journalism. Kwame Sefa can go and be his board member and leave journalism. Sadia no a creepy in. The first time in the history of this republic from 1992 Besina, a baby appointed journalist in his government. Kufuor the government because he want to break the journalism front. Okay, Nipa Buru 15. Paul Admochre, Kwame Sefa kan Jefferson Saki, Kwesi Afriye, Mohoyi kura de appointed se bebre, me senior man your friend say, Sechi, Kwaku Sechiado. Appointed Obia. One more went to me appointed no intimidation firm. You cannot break the journalism front the way Kufuor is breaking the journalism. Yes, man, nice. We need to move away from that.
It's none other than you knew our campaign.
I don't know why you on that. On Sisa na your branding and different than my. Because 1998, na me papa favorite no only Kufu na papa favorite no. And I mean you know me, I'm somebody that says it as it is. And the Kufuado came across like somebody that says it as it is. Obi a disciplinarian. Me I thought say Kufuado namkwa nankwa or the second letter ashe ni botoma signed that. To Jimmy Awushia wana just what do niasha so no apamo. And they were not a clearing agent. He clears people and that is not an I campaign for.
You're disappointed.
Me disappointed but normal.
No, you had the chance, Senka, overpoint some of these things to them because you campaigned for them. But did you take a step on an and a waba out, or what happened? In fact,
MPP bar abemu. One of the things I considered, Memeti, Adibako Nyankopon de Achemi, you will be extemporaneous speaker, and no trying to share a kind of extempo speaker. Say a seminal etiseya, may within a twinkle of an eye, I can communicate it much more better. So I thought of rather communicating to support the government, okay? But me call NMB before we say my godfather no, and I'm say that what part where you can say you say be nyansa and share anymore. Ayana mosi yebua. How come say party are more opposition? Me yeah campaign ma move vigorously. Ma musa me godfather at that time. Party maybe a campaign more everywhere. Look, a former place are we Juma. I put this on record. I challenge it. Abu Obo former boss. The entire multimedia for them make Afrifa anya Juma ne. Last year, I was supposed to be part of the multimedia group. It's because I campaigned for MPP.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, oh, no, you were told.
Me say, the entire multimedia ne Juma as a December last year, December 2020, is because I campaigned for MPP. Kobuzabu can answer. So I put my life on the line. I put my journalism career on the line just to make sure say MPP Akufo-Addo will win. But here lies the case. Omobaye na nyoma ni expect so mbe. Omobaye no. One of the things I wanted to do was to help them communicate. But there is godfather when I'm saying go serious, I'm baby try. The people who are my friends in government, including Eugene Ahe. I'm not going to mention the person's name. Including Eugene Ahe. Awaye mimi nuya. Senkeba se bia aban kwa de bibia betudwa. Me pese me te ade no aban pese oye na se na me de communicate. Obe frɛ Eugene afrɛ no wo mu. Obe send in message in few do no reply. And so Eugene wo position at time wakasa ma Akufo-Addo wo position. Wunya boy ya king na Eugene a reply. All them chiri. So obviously na Nkrofo shall see grow horn so be near the me so member will be also mam teku and all mam sempoa. I dare anybody so almost say wako teku wako ha so wako pe and now they see hope sent to work can say bunu say me be position ama me yere. Say bi omumu nya aban mu ma ye no kura no na bia madwuma ma yere ye no wagisika chen mu bebre na mo position amo. So wo jai adwuma no no aba ba ye de adwuma e wa ba mu so mo tenase no magikan si hu no bi me de no kura na me ka kire mo me nua no ma memu no nkoyi enkoyi
we say was afin wa kan ho our question bi a obetumi to be aba was Kofi is deliberately crucifying MPP. No, I'm asking my questions. You can read your own meaning. Joe Abwaje. My questions na me be say why we cry interview nkomo. We say wisdom is useless when it is not shared and put to practice. Okay. Felix Ameuga. Or say Rakofi mention my name. Okay, we free down up and down Clinton. We need a professor mention Joe Abwaji was say okay, my kind Joe message that. And we say, aren't you the same people who want the government to give the youth a chance on their map? When so say Sefakai will go to retirement when his time can you leave him alone? If you were good like him, we should have known you. Nasa messenger
we should have known you. No, why not here or commenting on it? In any case, I don't have anything against Sefakai. Sefakai has contributed his quota to the development of this nation when it comes to journalism. We are only saying, say, we cannot continue to have a society here. We are journalists, and now know CNN, former mayor of New York, Ni nua kura wo ye adwuma wo CNN keke. Mayor na semo ba ya ni nua ne kan bi keke in favor of ni. Yes okay no. Okay? Journalism is a sacred job. And to me me journalist. Was ya abaya wote so na you are supposed to be a watchdog of abai no. What's our position wa abai no? How can you buy the hands that feed you? All that I'm saying is that omunya journalism adwuma ne nto so omo pese omo join ni aban a omo pese omo ye journalism adwuma so omunya aban na aban pointing for no omunya oversight responsibility of the job. We cannot have that system and they make cassette here any day anytime. Not Sifakai as a person. I cannot disrespect him. I cannot disrespect Paul. But I am saying adiana womo ye sebia womo channel. Sasan one day it will not go in benefit of a nation. One of the things that did not go well for this country under NDC, Professor Mills time, and Crawford time, Kwabena Bobia and Satain, no, was because he was closer to Professor Mills. Na Bobia ye na nyadia ene ye ka sebio o ye dia nka say. So journalists must leave the work when they think that he has to be appointed. Other than that, then they should stay as journalists.
The battle was on course. Then all of a sudden we read stories. Oh, fix the country, we action home. What went wrong?
Oh, per se, you can we action who may say group on any hop. You will be an fix the country. Yeah, near the enemy was because they know us already. It young quatina same for a book could be say, yeah, the chat and Crawford for me fix the country A, B, C, and D. No, Chinawaka say mucha coin. Obina Bekan say last year December, and you put it one fair evidence and mother, so Susu will be a Jessica be our family. It is their cajas and only mucha whatever.
That is what we heard. So if you have explanation, we give that explanation because CCCA, my account and all that.
My account.
So if it's not true, you state it. Is it true? Say people were supporting. And so one account.
People were supporting.
Yeah.
Every now and then, Oliver Bakavoma na ye use ne mobile money account. Now what the breakdown of fix the country monetary but so if anybody wants a account, they should go to Oliver. Oliver has it. I never for once took any money from anybody. Kobisa Sonny Baduni any other person or Kasobe contributed. I directed them. The only people that might have sent me money were people that knew me in person, like say you be so the main street. And I say it's about 3,000 or 4,000 Ghana cedi I got from certain friends of mine. What is 3,000 or 4,000 Ghana cedi? So at the end of the day, Obi Beka say, and the Sikebi whatever. Obi the Sikebi ma Obi. You call Autocratic. Me I use almost 15,000 of my own personal cash, and I'm literally hotel bills and near dear Buanko for the call him go for the Autocratic. Yeah, you see, personal money to support fix the country because we believed in it. Kofi, last year, me Kofi farm tier, and your man ne kosu me fee, I still na me di Jenna Bontain, aircon. It be a catch the war. In a year. By January 9th, na me baba akwo, still, I didn't let that stop me. I was fighting for the people of this country. By September, me yere sa akwa awo, so na ne baba akwa sewu. So in a year, I lost 2 of my kids. Still, I was fighting for this country. Look, if I tell you the things some of us were going through, yet I'm a contractor, I'm a war baby, me mudino. Now buying we had Jeffrey Mensem because I'm talking against them. And not still, I was fighting. Yet here the whole of last year I wasn't even focusing on my businesses because I was fighting for this country. Then we'll be better than what can say and ye my sikabi. So uno says every family trika papa because my bank and me mabra boni in chain. The pabra bokomenim. And if I tell the people I want to liberate them, it's as simple as ABC. This me angasa me person me liberate me home financially. Your bank cry pokwase kobisa near that kiosk small completed building kobisa kwa benya near that kiosk small completed building and ye tutu ya na mon kakran say be ye betimi adu yanim. Then somebody sits down me there will be as so evidence say obi hey ofiyeko eye takrade demonstration Lina USA Frank USA omo even that omo disi keba si e fan ko print t-shirt kwa me kra plus boy ba kwa me kra me catch Lina ne Frank say me I don't want to hold any money to omo fan send kwa me kra almost sending almost about $2,000. It never got to me. I never took a penny. All that I did was that me catch kwa me say o make sure say so take a penny out on fa at the chrono the odie and offer show we me submit a breakdown of everything that we use the money for, including the t-shirt t-shirt and a frank and I copy go for me printing. I will print your way no more the bread and I made the Autocratic. I never held any money from anyone because me Ghana for see a was outside when I wouldn't yame. Maybe I wouldn't yam sika some who could be. A dinner sika bear moon a sika is in a sika boy. One of this guy by. What do you Charlie,
so you think it was deliberate to break Mofontana?
My name say yeah deliberate and then deliberate. Any pada say any boy to wow or yeah unreasonable character, and that is a next to your boy. Very unreasonable. Kofi, so who pray to me to me ye apere. If it's a nipa na wo kwa to me no a wo peno. Wanya kwase a. So be je to me ama osa. Na se bi so je to me no ma watara. That means that power is moot. To me bi anim. It is a open to me free man for ho a toda negotiation kakra, deliberations kakra, unu mu be din komo Kwame Nkrumah ka say self government now. By no taking almost be 10 years and san wonya self government now. You call 1947, a 1951 election, 1954 election, 1957 no kwa yesi enya fa hodie no. Ni ye kura a political freedom, but ni any economic freedom. And san ye negotiations ama 1960 yakwa akwaji fa hodie. So at every point who you be a reasonable na wo pe freedom. You should know how to even sit with the enemy on the table to negotiate. Kwame Nkrumah mpabo for yasem. I don't want to see ntwito ni efa ntwito omo no monko. Edu baby anu anu o matena se no ma negotiate. Okay, ade ne ye penny say. Most mu say ye penny say. Mom yamra to a middle point ni yamra. Na wo de push kakra na manfo ne hu no. Na se ye de petition ko parliament. Na se mo se parliament for agree say o mbema nipa be 500 aba inside. Ba yakodu ho parliament se wo mom pene ma nipa 500 nemba. O se chi mensa bonsu any haru na edusu aba so mo ba be petition. Na me ka kire mo se si e be gina bontia ye kikiri ye nko obi o kikiri ye nko obi o ye be wie no the story media ne be cover ne say ye fix the country for no ko ye no kikiri no mko ye ho ma no ma ye confused ne momo ni ye makwan ma nipa 10 enko main house ho na ye ko ho main house na nipa 10 ti main gallery ni mu ana se bio edru se wo mo beka eye budget no wasem ana se mobile money tax no wasem ye sorry wo ayi inside one you see ye ntua ne china will it not get more attention than standing behind the gate and making noise? So I propose this ye be bank of also mom pen and say well mom pen dia na metena me kam na puwa me buy because we cannot behave like enkola or mobobo say be previous as we mo nse de wo ye no was match me ball rabble rousing around. Fix the country gained yet the support of people who are level-headed, lawyer for and doctor for no more person or more support here. So yes, timi ye nyoma ni yie. Uko kankophobia episode mu group sim finfin no more ye leaders in enti. Omo se there be a leaderless group nam say mo yare. So sikadie bia nko ba bia the only reason Ernesto Yeboah came out to say what he said because he is not used to people telling him Ernesto, no, you won't do it. I was the one telling him no, you won't do it. And one is what they check na titare na pempem na nipa 14 bi di na China moye CIC abrantie we CIC sem na du ha. He wasn't comfortable. That is why he came out. Let any journalist go and ask Ernesto Yeboah say when he could sika obey of evidence bra. Ovi movie away ni anka
yeah, but a key question obi bisa wa ha which I have to ask. I say okay, a cost but I read it earlier. I say the whole patch say NDC is the better option.
Oh yes, uncle mo adwuma we menu mienu na ye.
No, it's a question.
Tie. Adwuma we menu mienu ye ni ye wonim say agenda set me minim set chel. NDC is the better option. Me NDC communicator. National Communications Director for NDC, me NDC communicator. Me say gamemwo na Akufo-Addo bu no enya adenti ne enka say the option is obesesa no why the right thing. Why must he be say Akufo-Addo the enya they automatically should be your mama? It should be let's put pressure on Akufo-Addo for him to do the right thing so it benefits the country. You be jam mo ma ye three almost so mun kan NDC asem no beka. Ye de ne ye kasama Ghana.
We say we will fight for betterment of Ghana. We free when ye Joe. When so we say fix the country agenda is dead and buried.
You're dead and buried. Joe one abebre. Ekwan fon ye bekoso ayama sa gata fon ye bekoso ayama wo bekoso ade sumu eje dead and buried dia me tie Okatakyie Afrifa me da sumu abetimi aso generator ebia wo ntimi nya generator ni bi ebia me Okatakyie Afrifa me tie metimi akọ hospital papa wo ntimi nko bi enti dead and buried dia atoje wa ujo okro na toje wa.
I say hey, this guy is very intelligent. We set Morocco was a nice answer on their message. Was the citizens of the country must be awake for once. With Dominic O'Frimpong was a simple answer. And dear man of Usu Apia was in another wake up. Okay, Joe message. Was a coffee, please send me more. Why? Meda say Ajoba Ata Mate Occupy.
On kind of was it you have applied your mood to your hair?
I inside the hard idea more climate. If that is what you are seeing, I was say Ghana is seriously bleeding with Jesse Daniel, and we say we need a third force party. Could you support? That is what call me Eba, but Otuenia, there is no third force. So as it stands now, my name is Chirabos from Eba third force in the
Ghana for no more cast or more third force, and they are very hypocritical people. You see, and we are say political party here, and young with you. The amount of time that goes in the political strategies you need to develop before so be at third force. You call South Africa, if you're Julius Malema or you or started in 2008, or started and you're 15 and also president of South Africa, or the Nkakra, no more parliament bako, no more parliament mienu, no more miensa, no more pushing for reforms in a constitution. Idea you want to see which is backed by the 1992 constitution. Say yes, no third force will be in way between yaba. Yes, no yes, say your friend be a proportionate representation of the country. It year to a we are so fix the country for 2%. Your parliament in 2% na so mo represent. If the intimate to aba na se chinabosum enya the whole Ghana about 2.6%. What's this 2.6% net to Obama Chinabosomo? They don't matter. They must matter.
In what form?
In the form we say, your parliament should not be filled with constituency representation. It should be filled with direct proportionate representation. Your two Obama mining in area. Yes, MPP for 51%, NDC for 52%, and now Wamunya assume 6%. Wamuya, CPP nya say, PNC nya say. Your parliament is 275 proportionate representation. Say, after MPP for muni per 51% nemra normal represented, and this is for muni per 49%
so
normal represented. So it will not be MP for this, MP
so
for that.
How do then we get?
Let's go and learn from South Africa. That is why Julius Malema and his people are actually making impact. So the system they are made, which we call the hybrid system, it will not give any third party the way, because we hear Sika. We hear time, we hear media be woman chuspide de woman ye omude sika ye omude encounter free allow cash out journalists e wokrum ha omo be kan wasem e wa brand people ni ndc mu omusika kese di. So obviously the system is set to let any third party fail. No omo kura e kan say en ye third party ubi so omo for omusika me support ya nipa bone for omo fama enso omo third party e the lot of people na here. So they should stop calling for third party when we are supposed to call for a change in the system. Until we get that change in the system, the third party thing is just a mirage. Anybody who says he can lead a third party group and come and win election, you are just a joke. Ogoka say Kwame Nkrumah broke away from CPPM. Kwame Nkrumah system who are there 1948 constitution as a 1947 constitution. Said that he said the Kwame Nkrumah continue anyame. So we need a system that allows people to thrive, any political party to thrive. There was see an example Fuku. I'm telling you, Kofi. Open third party chain wire. Let us support you for support. What you are bruching, you are calling for someone signing a yika kuranwa. And you see caro. Why mama sign it? Yeah, gold fund me. Monko bisa bruching for no more calling for third party. They say, if I don't do say you want moteku and now almost simple de babe boa and you fix the country activities. Then these people say you're a third party. Third party you're the net. You're the sika net here. Says you can answer you at the bar. What do you mean? It first camera support activities, you know. Now third party be nyaba so.
All right, I don't know, sir. Now can that group also a group call it for I think some pressure on the Electoral Commission.
Pressure be on Electoral Commission.
Okay, I think that group probably can't wait that group. There was also another way say on that. But let me quickly go on this. On this petition, I'll be back on this issues here, Ghana issues here. They say more free. Amamu ATSC telecommunication. My petition be I say I'm boycott calls on I think is it
on the 8th of February.
8th of February.
na Kofi say you free amemu ATS telecommunication or activities no e was Azerbaijan and as Cameroon ni nyina ka amemu no ho ye fight say Ghana for ho beto wo mo enti bibia e de pressure unnecessarily ba beto the everyday Ghanaian so na de wo ko Jom Malata de wo ko Central Market de wo ko Kejetia de wo ko Kotokraba de wo ko Adum de wo ko Fumu wo eye Bomfa Chiase de wo ko Fumu Adumasa Pemna se Akonyu Wabri Kokotie Sua Agona Bipua Wiamwase wo munyina nya nkoya de na the pressure kotom so we will come and fight you it yes Ghana for wanting to kokko nkyere eye aban aye NCA ene telko so netie yeti kromase yenim so o man bia betumpon a o man ni hia data send manfo atimo no obehunu o mododo ahoho ewo mu nso obehunu o mododo etu beka ye mere bia atwam se wo fa eye Kofi asiedu a otimi kɔ aburukyiri no wode ne passport amane na yetu ne picture free mu ye frɛ ne ntuhye mu ne ye de asomasi de ahyem na nipa no de afam kɔ because at that time no ne ye collect data na nso ne ye ni bibia ye frɛ no eye biometrics ukodu hɔ ye mo wonsa no ye mo wani Ghana de no ye de ni bi at least da bia ye ka kyiri ana 1965 Kwame Nkrumah de eye birth and death registry eba ye sɛ enipa dodo ɛwɔ man ni mu sɛ de wawuo de ya wonwo ye register wo mu nyina sɛ de be ya ye benya data enso me numienu nyina ya awe sɛ enam sɛ biometrics ne ye ka biometrics a wonsa no a ye bɛbɔ ene wani ekosua a ye bɛhwɛ ebisɛ meme ne wonsa no entimi ma sɛ ye pɛ woni maame akosua bi no wade anye pɛ woni mesia gya hene de anye pɛ woni mema de nyina anye pɛ enti ye hia eye data ebetimi a capture wonsa no Kofi de we de sɛ de be ya ye betimi akipisa data no birth and death registry ye nyina ti kroma ya awe se obi timi bobo agema bedu no wanyini a woduru ba bi a wo se wo kopebo ni bia bo afi na ne star ashine ne na nso ni mfie ya biti no okọ eye birth registration wane ate ne birth set so ngasa agema bedu ayo me yisu no as example keke ye nyina ya awe kroma se nkrofo te o mo birth set so na bi de be ka ho ane yesi ya ba bedu mpempenso bi a ehia biometrics of the nation se de be ya wo bi nyedai enko ye birth set foforo enfance sani age ye ba ya bedu 1992 ye se ye koto abato no nipa ye so mba betu bie ye kogina ho first one ne kure ba ye no ne ye twere odin keke ne laminate so ne ye de amaw ne ye ko ye ne se ye black and white picture da bia 4 years bia be so age se adasan kosalai area kataban so na ene ye se ye black and white ye movie ko colored this ne ye se da bi entimi nkobasi ye building nation every year be and every 4 years be what the Ghana for ebeto sa ha onimu. So in 2003 President Kufuor meye kreti National Identification Authority which was headed by Professor Atifa at that time non Deputy Secretary to Reconciliation Commission omuwe ye no na President Kufuor de share nsa se wanga saje ne kwotworo Ghana fo nyina din na ji wo biometrics no efagu ho se de be ya Ghana benya the database of ne manfo ewo mu ani ahoho ebeba ye tena ho ayese da bi antimi anye. Now it has gotten to a point say biometric hu hia wo wiase afa na nyina akọ America ya gibi uko UK ya gibi ura wo man bia mu ayedi kan ma wo bon sa no ansakura no wura mu wakọ abuchiri da bia wo kọ a ye nyaaje o passport ne ye hwe wani mu a yasi Kofi adoma okay passport ne de sew na mu mfa won sa esi so ne hwe ade ye wo di siso ampani ampa na reflect say biometrics ne eno ano no it wo man Ghana hia bi yetimi atena wo man mu for a year 65 years of independence DVL Ghana ni ba ko ye Kofi ni e follow ade we Ghana ni ba ko oso wo kwa akoye passport a oduru ho a yesefa o biometrics bra ne age kwen ne de agu eye kuruwa mu wo DV ye kan say passport office wo oso akoye birth set enu so koduru yesefa biometrics bra ne age kwen na ye de agu kuruwa mu wo birth set fo ho nipa ba ko no akoye DVL license yesefa o biometrics bra ne age kwen ne so ye de agu kuruwa mu wo ho say nipa kro no a isi ba beto ba every 4 years bi o sefa biometrics bra no so ye age ne kwen so nipa ba ko ya je ne biometrics agi ya mena ko sala ya ha na adwina ha edi asemwa 2016 ana ya kwesi botwe a wono na lead National Development Planning Commission. National Development Planning Commission wo mo na the 1992 constitution you know and Act 479 of Ghana's Parliament, Act 480 of Ghana's Parliament. Amu mutumi say omo be propounded the vision of this country no more advise the president kwesi bocheba no say we cannot build a system where every day bia no Ghana for ye gigi e biometrics nkakra enti yenko shemo kena sa national identification authority no mampani ku for the by 2003 no na wo mumumra emagege eye the whole country no ye biometrics efa ngukuru abakum na afi say institution bi pesa information no a wono akoho na sabio yenya ase ye ha abatan se abatan nyai apemfo nyai emre wan kokorafo mra megu eye awiem so mo ba be registration ya tena krumu a omampani kufuo time wantimi anye Professor Mills baye wantimi anye nyame ncha de na nado dan kokufuo do baye wa hye mukena ode eye Professor Atefano asaba so omra me lead the vision me no kasa ya gigi eye nipa mako out of 30.8 million people in this country no ya gi more than 20 million people biometrics de go ho eti Ghana for biometrics of 20 million people plus already one de michira afa ye da sore ya NCA National Communication Authority or your regulatory body emma the bodies no a wo mo ne maye MTN Airtel Tigo ni you know we say wono ye biometrics no a yagye agu NCA National Identification Authority de da no one dey won pe obviously wono so person oba betwa ne de kakra ne wodie evi say ye ba ye sa nioma we ya si ye procurement ekoto home machines say that se ni didie the entire EC nso so on penny de ne say ye ba the next election procurement say ekoto home machines that se ni be didi ne say that mo nkam ta free ni that se ni be didi 10% nti da bia mo pesa Ghana fo magina wi amu dia this time around on ye mpene that is point number 1 2 ye won national database ya kofi what ye ofa won national voters ID card now the core bank the old one new one enye adwuma onim dentia afarija create bibia ne fa ne GVI you consolidate your data nyina ya collect through a voter registration all the bank has to do so oko bank wa is one you share o passport no ani ahwe wanim ne hu say yampa that is a identification 2 the next step is a verification and authentication bank ne bebo wo passport no ahwe say you fake and your original and only your database your friend GVI where you store all the data on so one the bank does not have your biometrics but they can verify say at the end of the your original document are now certified so NCSA or per documentation every Ghana for ho I say ukra SIM card ya register me I am not against that to fight cyber crime no you need a system that you can actually trace telephone numbers to owners. Okay. So I'm not against the registration. In any case, 2011 omo me registration. Me ametie na no me SIM card yira me call MTN Achimota branch here. Me do one na me wo me passport e wo me phone so. Me the passport ne kire ababa wa no a na wo key me passport no number into their system. And wo print me passport so it means already MTN has an identification say sa number so and so asemasidia it is all person say re-registration of numbers that are not registered already or you are unsure of you don't ask all of us see and samra back near mama re-registration go for go we are so that is number 1 obeso re-registration NIA edika jeje all the database of Ghanaians ko NIA ho ne kokoje na so onko NIA ho nkokoje if say ye ka say procurement process no kakra be fa nkrofo menase and you see yampene ne chena if is a meme to you memfa NIA document na ye national you can say Ghana card and emra me register number no NIA nso yes registration number me Ghana card no woje meme telephone number say sa telephone number we asumasi edia ye dia sha no it is also wompe NIA data no nemo NIA card na wo de ma me no me san fa mra me registration of sim I mean say bi onyansa bi ani and you see yampene. The second thing is that Kofi or maybe ni ho wiasia woma a private institution and a biometrics of ne manfo because a risky Kofi you can measure the risk involved in say a biometric data ebekwa ko disable private institution sem to say yeti na ye Ghana for nsa no ene wo mani near say the akogu MTN for office MTN for nkipi na yetimi reconcile with NIA and san omo decide data na transfer akoma In the case of so more keep it for just a period of about a month or two, no, we don't meet him there. Facebook is powerful because of information. Google is powerful because of information. Kofi, you can biometrics in this country, let's say could the individual and someone. Let me show you some of the risk involved in that. Now you'll be marveled. When him say one of the dangers of say, what the war biometrics, ebema a private individual as a nation. We had my tukuma and Nano Obeka say, I could be hake war WhatsApp and now block war and no crown when your biometrics, you know, one who body timidity. Obeti me are disconnected with YouTube, are disconnected with Facebook. Ye hack Facebook keke kurana shaboni and crofo edidi. And we are in the era of information technology. Where se say ye pesi ye kwa ye mfatuo ni ye jan ne kubio. Ye de information ne biometrics na ye. When him say Kofi Adoma me no ti ha say. One of the dangers of biometric ne say so obi person release a bio weapon. Edema oman bia ne biometric information of ne manfo so on nsenya ka say kim a certain pattern of biometrics will be released bio weapon a better targeted specifically to certain people with certain bio background. And yes, you cannot take such a risk as a nation. Say MTN, Vodafone, any Airtel, and the Embraer say we will be free. South Africa, no abeje the biometric information of the Ghanaian people. Will be free Kenya, no abeje the biometric data of the Ghanaian people. It yam penen in the empenen China. Secondly, seminu mienu nyina tena ha mo gije biometric data no e bi kodi individual semwa. Kofi Adoma imagine say wo wote hei oko Angela. So wo card wo the swipe. Okay? Minu mienu nyina ya aware say metimi afasa wo card no. System ne is built in such a way say wo Kofi Adoma swipe wo card no am awrem. But me fa wo card na do na me swipe here. The system will allow me access thinking is Kofi Adoma. The same way in Yetikromo say, si ma individual be the biometric data of the country. Kofiadma, which way obi betimi use biometrics and ye create a identity will be with just a new picture. It Kofiadoma ti ha. Now the passport will be with a different name and a different picture. But they use biometrics. So wherever the person will be going, it will be as if Kofiadoma and Namwa or ye the meanwhile a different person. Because the person has your bio information on the military. So obviously we cannot allow that. If you do that, it creates a system where people will bypass system.
Okay, so you trust DVLA, you trust national identification, but you don't trust the telcos.
Because these are state institutions. Telcos in your state institutions. Telcos are private individuals. And even that, after 65 years, we cannot have a system DVLA for your mobile data, passport for your birth certificate for your. We should consolidate all this data into one. So there will be verification. All they have to do is to log into the system and verify. Say any power and power no any assume say an hour maintain. Yentimint na ha say NCS open data. Imagine so what China ya tena ha say o passport o koje visa almost for bank statement bra. Na o koje visa almost yen trust bank statement no a enkrofo e de baninti. Aban say any free na de kono. Banks ni nyina so monsa hanye bio data. Imagine the chaos this country will be facing.
William Ajekunkusi, what he is saying about biometrics is not true. Over here in the US, if you go to the passport, DMV, and other government institutions, you will do fingerprint again.
Doing fingerprint is not say take your bio data. Verification. Doing fingerprint to verify say is different from taking a bio data. We do airporter. Yamaya fingerprint to verify say nipa no ukura passport na mpanyampa wonuni. Okay? But at the end of the day, you data and to airport work. So verification by say we don't say so does not mean say you do data.
Mami Akuya say, why even here in Germany, whenever you want to renew your resident permit, your fingerprint will be taken again.
People are not getting. There is a clear difference between getting fingerprint and storing data and verifying with fingerprint. There is a clear difference between that. Okay? Who verify with fingerprinter is different from say na me catch say who do airporter before so be pass immigration. Ya ma do nsa ACC ayi so to verify say nipa no okura passport no any. But it doesn't mean say your stores are with data no in the system. This one, the individual, the private corporation is taking your biodata and storing it. What's the message?
But even with that, phones are you use your fingerprint, DBA. It's possible your fingerprint, your biodata
is
in that form.
It's possible. That is why recently, when you see a TA, Google, if you movie from her, echo her Google name so a movie.
Yeah.
It made me free. I know a say, Oko ha sumesi, Oko koye dewa. Google can ask you. So recently, over here, Facebook is facing those challenges, collecting of people's data. Over here, Facebook, or say 10 years challenge. What they wanted to do was to do a facial recognition. But one of the things that we should do in this country is that telcos no beje data no. Mind you, telcos no will incur a cost in collecting of this data. But when you get your money, I just say omoye because so information we are very powerful. So the telcos knows that they are going to incur the cost of collecting this whole data again, but they are doing it because they will have the biometric data of this country. An individual who wants to, would they just take a wild guess? Say Russia for the biometric data of America. Imagine what will happen. Imagine if China should have the biometric data of America for. Imagine what will happen in this country. You think China will allow America for will have the biometric data system of Omoman for? So we are saying say already NIA has the data. Say NCA open data no ko NIA ho e mama for no say megina wi akata ban so e ma me yese open data. So what we are calling for is that ye ka asem a sa nkrofo no free 1992 ye to aba mo a instead so be servant no ba be demigods no. Ye pese ye kire omo bibi kakra bi say one ye na 2 million ye dia. Telcos no omuti kroma no omo ya we say 2 million manfo ne dia if say anto credit anto data munye obi a eto on the 8th of February ye ka kire Ghana for say for the first time ye think that kokon kire telcos no omo network enya na nso omo charge ye aborden no ni en kan kire omo say mobile ye masisi ye maje ye network tantantan sika bi amupe bi amo charge ye tua ene de ye ka kire mo say data ni entimi nkogina wiem enkonkogi bio mo pe data no a mo nko NI ho. So on the 8th of February, from anopa no nsia, ekodu awia dumienu, enye call, empeke call, na telcos no kakra nko omani ase, na call omani ase na so mu lusu sika, one enye telcos no kwa na be lusu sika. Aban so je telcos no tax. It is 12 6 hours, ya anye call, and receive call, na telcos no antimi enye sika for 6 hours here. And I tell you, it runs into millions and millions of dollars within just 6 hours.
How will you quantify that? Because son of me call, a friend will be a check on Nipan. Because my do me phone into me, yes, I call. But me saw 12 walk on. Met me at that same call. So the Sicano telco Nibenyano is the same thing. It's
just the same.
Postpone keke.
And yet the same. Yes, 6 hours and your call. Emfa call na yenhwe se telcos ni lusu sika o de yema yekeke ni yenhwe se telcos ni lusu sika wo mo a wo be kire wo mo afi wo be ka kire aban sa yeyie wontimi mfa da bia na de ope bia si utiri mu de ope bia na waka kire manfo mo nkosa line na wi akata ban so Ghana for mrante Ghana for maba wa Ghana for so mo kokko ya adwuma ekọ market ko ya adwuma koton ade ayi wo man mu aye dendenden obitimi kosa line from bomfa kye ase ekọ dwaben so okwa na registration visa ho na MTN network ewo obedu ho besala ye bebo be 5 years wanye nti kone sabra so bo ho 3 days no nya registration so okwa fuom of farmer aboja anu otimi ba be di 3 days na wo registration wo ye no wo se ma wonko ejum kotokora ba fo nkojum. Now the productivity this country is losing because of this nonsense where say bi oda bia obi asori a opese Ghana fo nkogina wiem no ntimi fa nya ne kakra ntafre na ye wo data. We are fighting for a system where bedu baby sa every 4 years a Ghana for kura kosa line no ye betwam nyansa bia nim and I wo data. All the EC has to do is to call for a data of people who are 18 years and above and verify them through other means rather than say they be a kosa line. Oko America will be to meet in the comfort of the home near posty a year EC adiama say obeto aba to na fabra. We keep on doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. And a Ghana for no be no ye tibon koso nti ye hwe omudi nya de enso MPP ni hey ja rough enya kanokore NDC MPP enya yen shase yen kanokore.
That means you are for digitization
I am for digitization, but digitization is not supposed to inconvenience the people. If it's a digitization in United States, your person near maybe an affairs, your cost line, after your person mount for the comfort their home. No mutimi, you could the bank line, and as a who you 200 Ghana free banker. Untimint na a year, you can say Taifa, Trotrum, and then 50 to one could do a year best point was me compare 200 Ghana. Ultra phone so to make the train about so digitization is supposed to make things easier for you. But yet the idea kakra nkofo be DNT. Kofi nim say talk no. Omoni NIA wa agreement a wo mudi nkomadum pempenso bi a na NIA was supposed to create the system easy e create ma banks no. Said the be ya wo mo betimi verify people through that system. But kakra nkofo be DNT omo say the be NIA tranchen. Ye ne NCA. Again, Kofi, the danger in Saha Adie election day, when him so be betting me the dibone. Adie when him so betting me the dibone. Systems are built in such a way, say private individual be ekura the biodata of this country. All the person has to do is that obe clone other people. Government using your information, obe clone other people, not during election day. What creating a ID card some using your information. Send the panel sorrento more quacoto. Who could fear the mabedu wado and sabetim so verify as what to abandon that. It will create chaos in this country. And that is one thing people are not averting their minds to. Somebody is collecting the data of this country. A do election day, obey to me and manipulate the system. I'm unconformed to in your name using the biodata of you. Who could do what almost say you want to do that. So we should not allow private individuals to take the data of this country. Say NIA data no more pedia yen konko generate mo koye mo bio.
Okay. See or for digitization meaning or for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Me for digitization, me for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
But say na dey why there digitizing Ghana.
Obia wo digitize wo man bia why there. Na nso tie nie, you can digitalization of a country. Enye wokoto app ankrofo develop that e dia ba bet so say imagine say me come phone so na ma call app store and play store na ma download a na ma install app no me see am yen say mami hey debi. There is a green belt in Africa when it comes to digitization and you can say information technology. Said the China for a position when it comes to trade. Said the India for a position when it comes to IT. What is the Ghanaian government doing so we can position ourselves and the youth of this country to take the space which is so green when it comes to IT and technology in Africa, the continent Africa? I will be very happy if anybody can bring us a blueprint, a master plan of how the country is going to position the youth of this country to take the advantage of occupying the space in Africa when it comes to digitization. Not installing of apps built by other people and we clap for them. I won't clap for a government like that.
Lawrence, when you say Kofi, the guy in the US is lying. The biometric they do here in the US is verification. Biometric is done only, okay, message, every costro. What's say, Brother Kofi, thanks for Nkomoya Mwedi. Please let our people pay attention to Bra Okatakyie, what he's saying, because it's very, very true. Okay. We say, Kofi, let Okatakyie be in your shoes and get his phone hacked. He will advocate for the system to be okay. Like I say, check his registration or FWASO. We say, bro, mainly your name, address, and where you work. And one here, Michael. So, what exactly is biodata? Any question will be ABC.
Biodata no me di catch mu e wonsa no ene wani a ye peke to identify say if say wonsa no wo hoi wo di si ade so tomprentia. There is no way ibinya Kofi Adomansa no say tese media no arrangement no ada. It won't happen in this world. Obia with different fingerprints. Obia any say any kusua no the word e middle pa no obia dey different. Enti ye peke wo de ani apeke Kofi Adoma de se de be ya obi ntimi mfo obi de nkonkodi bone. Enti eno ane biodata. See ye peke wonsa no ne wani any other part that is different from you can say obi de. That is all.
Kofi, what he's saying is very serious. Emmanuel, good son. We are non conform register. That time no do no Muslim a block here. Omo de be show.
Yeah. Now medical catch Ghana for say. Aban, you see what the government has been doing over the years is that he activates fear of the people to get what he wants. We cannot sit in a country where government, when he wants something, he activates fear. Why am I register? Me disconnected. I disconnected me someone. Me no war buying one lose go. Eti Ghana for bebre, especially more MTN so now. Some person more there are buying say you cannot disconnect our system one. MTN quick loan. One shall see a more besia 500,000 in radio. Say do one be disconnect or some card no. Obi a more besia 500 never to India. Edu MTN gas omaji one be disconnect or some said be on boka. Now imagine if 1 million people will be able to 500. No one try MTN so obey deactivate a year 1 million SIM card. How much would they lose? So they are only activating fear. And why me disconnect your SIM card. Now buying them food dimrika ekwakoya. Me obe disconnect me dia disconnected. If say me tie me SIM card or disconnect ya me dia course.
Course.
One that will lose sika titiri die na also be disconnecting will lose sika say what's more.
But also
and people have their monies on their SIM card. MTN mobile money. MTN mobile money. They don't have any right to say me wasikabe 2,000 Ghana wo me phone so or be disconnected SIM no because me mama register. Oni sa right and give see waban. Because what disconnecting me SIM me lose me sika simply because I did not register. If I'm sika mama never somewhere. They can't do it. They can't disconnect anybody's phone. They are only blabbing. They are activating fear so that the Ghanaian people will go and do it. Obi anko bobosia emfiri MTN quick loan. No nyanto. E do third match na yen say o betimi a disconnect here. Maybe say me qualify for 5,000. Me twen ade e be chia me ye and ma bobosia free MTN quick loan na da ho 5,000 o disconnect here wa wasem wa.
T say I'm going to take quick loan no. I really love listening to this man. Benjamin Accra was say then we will all go and get quick loan way free Janice Ado was say I'm going to borrow from MTN.
Obi say I just took quick loan 1,004.
A quick loan and your networks no banks no na omo
I know nyamase obe disconnect
because me really has is here momo now e dey tuaka o yi
me say nyamasem
it means momo
what you want the krom
to register as
what you want the krom oda ye wo bom fa chiase ne
momo no na ho no momo
Kofi Adoma message
say ama I simple amount from for wura how nyeska bia because we sika nyina gu phones. This is something good. And you are telling me say you disconnect here anyhow.
So all my honto ya kikiri ya. And you see we need to make a bold statement to government. So wintimi ntrase na da bia wo di ehu ehye manfo ni mana de ope bia waye. So on the 8th of February, me say Ghana for from anopa no nsia ekosi awia eyedumienu emmeki call empeke call ni resetel kosunu lesisika emomo nkongo kan chera ba say de mo ye ne nsem hunu munya ya.
But you sabe you money disconnected SIM card no. Obetumi send sika fa SIM no so e dey abro obi o Ghana. App no ye tap send. Enti download the tap send. Na use for send sika fa bra busuafo. Obe send ya ba ne phone so. Send the name sana ye disconnect no SIM no. At the same time obetumi send in so direct to obi bank account straight. Enti no obetumi download US, Canada, UK, Germany, Europe, amani in so no tap send juma at the same time friendly mall the latest mall aba ewon kran ha 30 Kolebu side ho very big one or any other branches o type o Google map e be lead direct e de wako omo branches in the ben odru ho ade bi a wo part o mall bia no benya bi e friendly mall wo mo ebo adwuma pa nti yusu na entumi emwa enu achi se ohunu ye enkate anwa ya twe ene oil ahodo adia omadi afa be very good for your health wotobi na udia eboa ema unya pomodin papa sese bia bedru Ghana ha enti ubetumi afa number no na watobi na odi aye waduane very very good at the same time open immune booster papa eno ene vehicle 20 eboa ema onipadua no ahoden ebamu ema yade no nyare rough kra NTPB na ema sanso na ANS Trading Agency opese Autocratic.
Imagine Kofi leadership I mean, we wallet. Some of them is sika be share me bottom no, and then me dey atu me phone so na me. If you do ma won wani wo ba, oto abawi a we betimi ba.
And me feel say no quarantine more yes me register but explanation ade buy na more we say controversial with data how safe our biodata is. Me feel say E-Levy no quarantine na.
So a dangerous see any other person apart from government will have our database. Me say election day omube create a ID card amount of form.
Then if government in power still has your biodata,
no, that is controlled by every government institution. I know the you need the chirebi. But private individual, obetimi a create system wa, obetimi aba nipa baako mienu miansa kura betimi ayusu wo biodata. Am watimi a queue in say Kofi Adoma wani wo ba oto abawi a we betimi ato we betimi ato. We don't want that. Yet hama a 2022 a 2012 election. Samia Okuni nkrofo ko Joulu ho so o matter say one info solutions if we be share STL if we be share or more transmit election so private individuals can temper yet hama America for year wo elections we year Donald Trump win here o be ka kire say Russia for temper with the elections of America imagine if Russia had the database of America for what they would do. So now you are telling us the private individual eba beji ye biometric database na Algeria or Kotoma any other nation. That means we are in the hands of that nation.
Yeah.
This is reckless. This government is very reckless, especially when it comes to issues like E-Levy. Say Kofi Adoma who sika ewo bottom na say who ye free onsa right e bottom right no e dey aba bottom left no aba ensemato tax. Nyansa be ni.
Is that your understanding of the E-Levy?
No, but you can say E-Levy, which is mobile money. Yeah. Mobile money is electronic pocket, electronic wallet. Say me dem sika be share me bottom no, and then me dey atu me phone so na me dey nam. Eti ebetimi abase me wo eye numbers mienu. Oba ye me shop ha. Ye wo eye number baako a ye de gigi sika ma shop no. And ye wo baako a me me use. It is a mini kakra e wo me ho. Na me ba na me si me shop ni sika na wo ho no. Me transfer kakra to me de so na me de akwa ya wo se me transfer free me one pocket e de ba another pocket no wo charge me tax na se bi nyansa wo me yi sika free me bank ya aban we so obe charge me 1.75%. Say sika kro no a me send kakra mama me akosu abene wo aban we so obe charge no 1.5 e wo abra me fa nya adwuma wo me wie na mama akosu abene wo so no so o chiche kakra ma nkrofo a aban we so obe chiche no 1.7 I mean we nyansa ni E-Levy yamontonchene NCA womo registration we reckless yamontonchene
by E-Levy no parliament womo resume ya no o mesia pushi bio
obe pushi you see that is where some of us get disappointed in Akufo-Addo. Kofi leadership is a different ball game altogether. Padia free man for no. You can play the ostrich and begin to believe say NDC for a day a politics. The reality is that larger group of the people are not happy with the E-Levy. It's so a good leader. Only so man for nimpeno. And yeah, about pushing it down their truth. Odi nkomon kakran nede kakra said the work Akufo-Addo 1995 JJ Rollins de tax eba ono nkrofo ekoka say there be mpene kumepreko JJ kwa no ye dictator kwa no otiase atwesan ye for 3 years and say you introduce tax back. How come say the same person who believed that the people were overburdened with tax and for that matter you fought against a taxation and then what the no dey ba do no wan say there be mpe wo se no dey wuntie chinchinachi we use sa autocratic means some mumbutu sego behavior be to pack. What is this? Imagine Akufo-Addo mounts the platform begging Ghanaians say Ghana for minimum set been prediasa mo chire mo na over the years no ya jimusika ya nhweso yi ebizamino ka say for the past 5 years Ghana lose 33.3 billion Ghana cedi to equivalent of $6 billion free I will be entering accounting for according to Auditor General's report. Ya jimusika ya nhweso yi na so say baby o man na bedu no ya seremu a empenifo meseremu mo ama ye sesika ya ye ho be kire ye me promise mo say this time mo de man ye ya ye be hwe eniama so ye ne ade ye Ghana fo nyina ho bedwo no maba be support you. But we yes Takashi and I have majority in parliament. Majority in parliament. And for that matter, I can use the majority in parliament to do in Ghana for the 2 Obama, yen 2 million idea. Majority in parliament, you know. You also have majority in ABC 2024. To our own bulldozing the way through, fighting the way through. We will meet him in 2024 and also give our verdict. The woman who won my ballot paper to be there. Then she himself a vote for Bawumia in 2024 is a continuation of a good father's government. Eti wo baba batu yes Bawumia no ono na ehye economy no otena wo emo mo ye de eye ofuri atape so ye ya wo ye wi obaba batu 2024 E-Levy ni yesi yempe said in 1979 Professor George Bennett wode eye Dr. Hilary Man budget call ye aye bototwene ye bototwene Professor Hilary Man anka say chinchina achemeye okaye wose Ghana for so mompa yate eno kura wo foriata ya wote so ni papa Johnson foriata ana yes ade no ye de ba ye yesi yenkopushi bio Liman na wo majority in parliament bo say there be Ghana for so mompa wontwemra na monye nsakra ye wum sa na leader eye enye tintintintin ne Takashi na meye na menya na Yakufu ado wonya sa ade ne ebu biye yada na wonyai na ontie Ghana for kakra ubu maya umanfo ne kasa no watie no aba no asesem se de JJ Rollins tie ne kumi preko time no a osesem mo 3 years ansa no reintroduce tax no wontie manfo no na manfo ne de si ho
Okatakyie Afrifa yebeda say anwumre say wama yebre na ye no wedding come but poma ye kura we strangely I think the same thing a captain is using
ohunu se kura bi no kokura bi me ofa no we call the show so say won say ono so no ye chiame hene ema eye ayi asafo hene enti okura bie no me hu se okura bie no ono so but it's okay me ofa no so me ye bibi na me ofa hunu se efe no ono so ye bia there is nothing wrong e bia no ono so ye bibi a me hunu aye me fa metimi aye bie enti poma no
because ono ne de na mahu nti no
ono ne de na wo ahunu na wo ba demonstration no na hwa ne grab ma me ne hwa ne grab ma
oh okay there be my gen call
but happy from no na hwe me from sidelines and there be am to anam grab ma
oh okay
it ono de na hunu e de no hu me de
okay nti be affect the country by mu no na me feel say be my identity
your identity ni we ho we dey pampo ne fu
oh there be na me feel say my identity because
no it's symbolic with authority and we da makonya ho na mafa kura enti say captain sukura ne dia e bia da ono so akonya ho but me ofana no oya we say nam de buy no oja ono so sukura bia it's okay we can move in that direction me ni ntokwa bia me ofana no ana me de buy no kura wahwa mrantie ne bebre no anso say omkura poma pa say obehia mrantie
mo de yeden
no de onya da so da ye na nananom ugu nsa say otia akonya so say dem tisu ya be go nsa na nananom be soma da ye na okura poma obeti ase
have you ever been scared
Adentina oba ye me trousers wa musam trousers ho asem be shempabo wa musam ho asem bo watch wa musam ho asem ne mo mpoma na obusa ho asem
poma no mahu say captains ntina me feel say bia fix the country for no
so go for the chakoko buti wo muti ade no musa say no so ya
ene de say no so your identity ntina me feel say we so ye mo so identity
me say poma no captain so your hene
watch na brand be
musa bizimbu no obi na bokata me ni dia mo me watch a brand hey we would etimi twa ne ho say twa ne ho ani hia me e brand bia na brand ye there it comes with inferiority complex where people don't believe in themselves so they think that addition of what they have won is what gives them value me tie say bi o me shape to support akra me di pia I know what I carry me to me no sutu enye we watch e bo me ne
yi o say for man pon asem beba Emfa wonsi ya.
Ofi wo pon na ahase.
Dini
ahaya himfie grooming and barbers.
And tina mo na mo bisa say people are shaving behind no you dim komo ni na che say see a mark kra ko yi ni tini ade a. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh yeah bra.
Very nice. Enti kan kakra na yempon.
In fact na my notice say from St. John's Ekosi Kwabenya any Ashoman. Yen share that ni barbering shop bia classic barbering shop. Na obi ebebie barbering shop we ya obepeso de beko East Legon. Na me say David, mo de monko East Legon. Me so me pese me mamfo na omo ase na yetekota no. Omunya best classic place. Emo mutim be yi omuti. Eti uba he wa hu na it's a very neat place, very big, spacious. I feel grooming and barbers. E wo dome born again ho no ano. Commercial bank ne nchen. Unya bo ahimfio grooming and barbers ewo eye Google Edobaba Street. In fact, one of the best barbering shops, which the vision is that we will replicate it in different areas in the capital and over the country. Yeah.
Okay, but Mr. Map, I do see end no one until but maybe I do base in a brand new crazy.
Map, do you say?
I no I do. I see you have arrived.
And your map on yet.
And maybe I do. In fact, so free domain marketer. In fact, railway crossing. Bra Straight is just before we do Atomic branch near Complexities station. Just before, no, they just
no. I know wow. Commercial bank and any don't commercial bank. It's just the commercial bank.
Yeah. But oh high in it.
So I have you too.
Confirm have match so how.
I bet me have match wa ha. Bibia wa ha wo ban so na wo pebia ye won kwata e wa ha. Kwapias ye wo pese wo twa bibia no apetition wa ha. Nsa papa ni bi so wa ha. Ye shabi.
Obi ba na o yira.
Pedicure and manicure.
Obi ba na o yira number bi wo ho.
Obetimi afre 05 Kofi mo number no kura say nam dia ma ba kokora nti na me refi. Eti obana swayira obetimi afre 1 second, just a second. 0592 316 816 0592 316 896 816 actually. Mami